And we are back. Heart, the city beneath. Dagger in the Heart. We are rounding up chapter number 3 from above. We've come from above. We are descending deeper into the heart, deeper than we've ever been, towards the Amyrran Zone. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I hear you cry. Well, maybe today you'll find out. Oh, just like that little who's that presenter who does like the little horror stories, and he's like, never happened. That thing.
Oh,
it was like
great.
Yeah,
Riker.
Something a bit like him.
Riker.
So, who out of Kael and Sausage Dog wants to give a recap? Let's all do it together and jump in and correct each other. We rejoined the action in the Hound's fire base after that battle.
Yes.
Which we were then kicked out of.
Wielding new, unspeakable, but actually speakable powers, uttered a word of power, a fragment of the goddess's name, and jump-started Father
Monsignor Daemon.
That's still not the bit I was struggling with. Monsignor Daemon's heart, and had a little chitty chat. And he said something like, "What? No, she seems fine. It probably wasn't her. We were going somewhere together, and she's nice." Referring, of course, to
Thistra.
Thistra. And then, actually, it's all coming back to me now. It was actually quite a remarkable session. We went travelling onwards, and I don't think.
So
much.
Too far ahead. Monsignor Daemon told you he was travelling to
Avalon,
across the Worm Sea.
The social deduction game.
Yes, which puts well, it was just Kael and Soshar at the time, but puts the party at the time in conflict, because Soshar very much wants to take Kael somewhere else for his own reasons.
Yes,
For the vision of the goddess, the goddess's reasons.
That one.
I believe Soshar's words were, "I had a vision first."
I think that was my.
As the dying old man was like, "I had a vision."
Another player other than Milo to be territorial about who gets the fated visions and divine.
Soshar had it first. It was clearly first up on the list.
Well, this really very much depends on whether or not Soshar even had a vision.
Soshar absolutely had a vision. And regardless, his
player Milo
destination
doesn't actually
was
know
first.
for certain.
And then the Sergeant of the Hounds, Sergeant Engwin,
Oh yes, that was it.
who we also found very funny, he caught a hound who was trying to escape the firebase, who was effectively blood on his hands, and he recognized Soshar and said, "You stick up for me, or I'll tell everyone your secret." And then he told everyone anyway, because I can't remember what happened, and revealed that Soshar is not a hound in the truest sense, in the traditional sense. He has a dead man's badge.
Huh?
Oh shit!
And this hound called him a gak because he was cool, and he said sure, and it was great. he was called Black Tongue, of course. And then the sergeant was like, "We'll deal with this hound guy for doing a murder, but you guys get the hell out of my base."
Saucy.
Yeah.
Importantly, did not state Soshar was not actually a hound, but just didn't get it in the normal way.
So then you...
A lot of questions around Soshar these days.
Look, it's the badge, okay? If you have a badge, you're a hound. That's pretty much the rule.
Doesn't sound like it.
Then you continued on to the delve that you were actually in. Started following these arrows again with EC. And then who did you come across?
Well, we came across EC.
Yeah.
Edwina Curry.
Whose name was
Eliza
Ebenezer.
no, Excalibur.
Scrooge.
Excalibur.
Carter.
I can't remember the C.
God.
Yeah, thanks for realizing my pause was.
I think we could have made it canon that his name was Excalibur. I think that could have worked.
Excalibur.
He was a lovely
used to
chap, wasn't he? Good fun.
Caliber.
He
Introduced
seems
us
to be
to a nice
a
god.
peculiar academic-y explorer sort. Friend to all travellers. Some sort of apparently neutral entity that wants to help people get to where they want to go, but without actually helping them. And if I recall, Soshar, he said there were a couple of doors we could go through, and one of them would take us broadly to where we were seeking to go. And what was behind door number 2?
A god.
That's right.
Sports car.
Oh, sorry, there was 3 doors actually, or three
Oh.
ways. There was. He said there's one way
Neither of the
to.
two useful ones.
There was one way that was said to the gallery, very lovely. There was another way to a place called the Scabbery, not so lovely.
Oh yes.
And where you were standing, he sort of invited you to look in, yeah. And there was what he called a god, this giant 10-story high humanoid beast that was chained to sort of the cliff face. And what did Soshar decide?
He had a. He
Oh,
tried to,
something dumb, I expect.
Look, no. There was some questions about Soshar's duty and how good a hound he was, and so for some reason, this translated into the only way to resolve this was to stare down a god, which had a very, very lovely roll.
Capital S stare as well, your ability.
It was a capital S star, yep.
So I
which
made
I
it-
think
I made it dangerous.
completely fucked. It didn't even matter. I don't think the danger even changed anything for how badly that went. And Soshar lost his arm.
What?
Yeah, you tried to stare it
Talking
down,
about.
and it ripped its hand free of the chains, grabbed you, num, 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 num.
Ate his arm, yep.
Which was
then we-
fortunately, silver lining, you managed to lead a group action then to get everyone across past the god's head. Had 3 heads actually, 3 heads, well 2.5, but you managed to get everybody across past the chain god.
And I think we did
Kael
actually
thinks this
roll
all
for
worked out
everyone
rather
as well.
We did.
That's
I rolled.
fine.
I rolled for Goshan and Ambrosia as well, and they survived.
So was the arm loss? Is that like a permanent major fallout, or is that a?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was
But shockingly, yeah, there
pretty
was
major.
some bigger blood fallout there.
Major. There was an undeniable amount of hand wringing from certain game master as they perused the list of fallouts they were hoping to offer out, and I
I
think
wasn't
it all went
hand
rather well.
wringing. Was it? You make it sound like I was. You were,
There was definitely
Oh, you mean-
I would-
some
you
choices
mean like
made
this?
between whether it was going to be a foot
Yeah,
or
there
a
was,
hand.
there was a little bit of ooh, hoo, 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 I can't wait to lop a limb off.
because it was the special fallout with the god if you failed. So yeah,
Yeah.
the major one was losing a limb, and we got to roll to see which limb it was.
Jesus.
So that was fun, and then you proceeded.
Yeah.
You ended up choosing to go to the gallery.
Yeah, weirdly, we did pick the nicer of the names.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be very pleasant and not at all.
What,
Or
what
it was
do you
actually.
remember of that?
There were pictures of places some of which we'd seen, but there was also a man who seemed to be part of the exhibit, but he wanted to leave. He didn't know how he'd gotten there, but he had a tag and everything, a placard and everything to him with his name on it, suggesting he was an exhibit. But there were other people there. There were other people visiting the gallery. It was just an art gallery.
Yes.
I remember I had a gift shop and everything.
Horrifying sort of aristocratic art dystopia full of humiliated and sort of subjugated art victims. Something to that. Something that I would say.
I think we only came across the one
sits.
victim one. The rest were all pretty normal things.
Yeah, it was all pretty
like
grim
landscapes.
though.
Yeah.
I imagined it. Sorry, this is going to be a little Warhammer reference for those Warhammerers out there, but I imagine it very much like what Fulgrim's ship is turning into when things start going a little awry. Where it's all like horrendous art and they're starting to sort of paint out of blood and shit and stuff. And it's all like, yeah, it's art, darling, but you wouldn't understand it, but it's actually really horrible.
We had very different imaginations of it.
I think that.
I think I just come from a darker place. Yeah. You are in the heart. Like,
that's why I pictured it as like this weird moment, like, because it was odd that there is this gallery that had visitors, like, you know, people were going round. So I just pictured it as this nice. I mean, obviously some of the art was very twisted, but in terms of the building, I pictured it just something that seemed so out of place in the heart.
So it was. You found out that all of the art was by the same person, the same artist, and the person who seemed to be part of the exhibit. It sounded like he was a critic who gave the artist a bad review, and how he's ended up as an exhibit. But I think I described the people who were walking around. They were more like you. They were kind of walking through, rather than visiting and having a nice Sunday afternoon.
It may clearly took it the wrong way.
I think it may have been darker than Hodge's interpretation of it just being a lovely gallery.
Look, Soshar had lost an arm. He was slightly delirious. He definitely saw it as a moment to pause.
Oh, pun intended.
Yes.
Cool. And then you walked further on, and the gallery sort of turned into this nighttime grassland with sort of circular ruins, and you reached the center of this ruin. And what did you find?
Well, to the untrained eye, it would look like we found a petrified version of someone who looks identical in all perceivable ways to Kael. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, something which Kael finds concerning.
Yeah, it looks like
We've only explored, roughly 1/4 of this area thus far.
Yeah.
So, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like Kael had done the Zenith ability, one of the Zenith abilities. Where you sprout many arms and heads and you turn into like an avatar of the goddess.
Oh dear.
And then you sort of galvanize into a statue forever.
Yeah.
It's totally normal stuff. It and again, even just the statement, Kael? It opens many questions.
Yeah, and that is where we rejoin the action. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, standing in this this ruin of confusion.
A ruin of confusion. What a
The ruin of confusion, I think, sounds like a good title of my autobiography.
So we're on the delve, and
so this is a landmark. So no delve.
oh, so we went through a delve.
Certainly isn't.
Went through a delve. You got out of the delve when you got to the chain god, and then the gallery, and then
Great.
this place are all landmarks.
Okay, sounds good.
You're free to just continue on.
I think we'd like to look at Kael a little bit more.
Wait.
I don't think Kael is saying anything. I think he's like frozen stiff.
Who
Which
does
one?
say something?
I Soshar would. Looks like you, mate.
And we did say it has the same moon head, crescent moon on its head that you had.
Yes, it's really identifiably actually Kael, not just a lookalike. Or at least it would seem to be.
It also looks as sort of weathered as the ruins around you as well. So it looks old.
A very astute observation, brother, but I can't help but be at least a little troubled by what we see here. It's me.
It's still got your moon head.
Thank you, brother. Another astute observation, but what does it mean?
I'm not sure what it means. It's certainly more attractive than the real thing.
Burn.
I'm inclined to agree.
I'm going through something at the moment.
That one's not.
Yeah, I realize that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think Kael would like to have a closer look, for sure. He definitely would at least inspect what it is. I mean, he doesn't know anything about this. Maybe, I mean, actually, he probably has never heard of anything like this. Probably.
No.
This feels like such a rare occurrence. He wouldn't know that it might be through being, coming face to face with a goddess or something. So I think, he'd want to have a good look around. Maybe get out one of his religious texts that he travels around with and just seek guidance from some ephemeral bit of the book that will speak to him at the time, just sort of try and make sense of everything. There might be some praying coming on.
What kind of pose is this thing in?
I sense a prayer coming on.
Maybe Kael, you can describe, because it does say that you sort of grow more appendages and stuff, don't you?
Yes. So let's see. So upon inspection, it certainly does look like Kael, but in addition to the moon head, there is a second head sprouting out separately. I like to imagine in this image of this crystallized ossified thing, it's very much like the Greek tragedy thing. One jubilant and one depressed. Well, I can't remember what that thing's called. Like the theater thing.
Oh, the masks.
Yeah, and 6 wings sprout from its back.
Oh.
As well as just a couple of extra clawed appendages. So it's definitely Kael, but it is undergone a fairly gruesome transformation. And it's made out of. It's like it's not quite made out of stone or bone or crystal. It's some other thing. Some incomprehensible material.
Candy floss.
What does it smell like?
Oh, I forgot to say.
Kael can't tell you. But old magic sniffer probably.
This is the most annoying ability in any game ever. I'm really enjoying using it.
Yeah, this is why in Soulbound we didn't let Milo have his fucking X-ray goggles, because he'd be like, "Oh, look, what do I see when I look through this wall?"
They didn't even make it through half a session. I tried to use them once.
Yeah.
I think, nope.
They got noped the fuck out of there. So it is not the 3 things that you can smell: necromancy, Vermisian, and
The other one.
Yeah. Heart smells. Although maybe it does smell like heart smells. But it's so old that its smell is gone.
What would the moon smell like?
So
Cheese.
the the wording is you can
Let's not get
smell
crumbly
of
cheese.
magical power. The more potent and active, the more pungent the smell. So those ones are just kind of examples of how specific things are supposed to smell as a kind of, tip. But like basically, if something is magic, it will have a weird smell.
Ah, okay. Okay, so it's not those specific things only.
No, it's not like you
those
can
are
smell
examples.
these 3 specific flavors of magic. It's just like
Yeah,
you detect magic passively, but only through the weird medium of smelling weird smells.
Yeah, and that's way cooler than rolling an Arcana check.
I mean, it kind of is. It's just also kind of.
Sense good and evil. Ooh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that is something that's always freaked me out about, confused me about Dungeons and Dragons, where like within the universe of it, if you're a wizard, what possible I'm going to sit down and do a ritual for 10 minutes that will tell me if something either good or evil is nearby. Just why? Why not just smell it? Just smell it.
Yeah, and there's got to be a cooler name than sense good or evil. So sense good and evil.
That's good. Protection from evil and good.
Like when I was into this Shadowdark AP, and the guy was getting a scroll of either Burning Hands or Charm Person. I was like, there's no way a medieval wizard would come up with a spell and be like, I call it Charm Person. What does it do? It charms person.
All Dungeons and Dragons spells should have stupid names like
Yes.
Wingardium
Leviosa.
Dance, and the
yeah.
other guy's Marvelous Hut and all that shit. That's much better.
All right.
Anyway, does the statue of Kael with wings smell of anything weird?
I think it smells faintly of that kind of moony magic that Kael gives off when he's shouting words and.
Well, I don't know what it is, but its arcane flavor, you might say, it's the same as yours, Kael. As far as I can tell, it's you. But perhaps a future you. Who knows? It's to the heart.
Or maybe your goddess put it there to tell you what would happen if you chose to go to Avalon and not the Amyrran Zone. That's what she put it there for you.
Well, perhaps it is a warning that your faith was a lie in the first place. Who knows?
No. It's saying his faith was right and he needs to go to the Amyrran Zone. This is what happens if he turns away from that vision.
Curious interpretations.
But mine makes the most sense. It ties back to your goddess. Our goddess.
What's this inscription on the wall? It says, Madame Tussauds.
I cannot begin to understand what this means, but perhaps this is my fate. Or it was my fate.
Oh, look, there is Johnny Depp over there.
Quick, take a picture of me with Gordon Ramsay.
Put a coin in one of his creases in his forehead. And Excalibur Carter did tell you that he's been to Avalon, and he told you that it was by the Wormery, over the Worm Sea. He's been there. He's got friends there, and I don't know if I'm spoiling things, but I think he did tell you that it was in the Amyrran Zone.
I think no, he did mention that. He did.
Okay, good.
Yes, because we were a bit unclear on if this meant that we were making a big divergence or not.
Yeah.
Soshar, I appreciate the strength of your conviction, always, but it's unclear to me if this is a sign of what happens when you truly transcend faith or when faith is broken. The only thing I can do is follow the guidance of Monseigneur Damon.
Or follow my guidance.
No, the only thing I can do is follow
That's
what
not how I
believe
see
to be
this situation.
the path to enlightenment.
You think the path of enlightenment leads you to the Amyrran Zone?
Point of order. Do we know for sure that the Amyrran Zone and Avalon are different places?
Yes, I had a vision of one, and not the other.
Vision, schmision.
Actually, his goddess gave me that vision.
What about their relative positions? Do we know how to get to either place, truly?
The vision didn't go that far.
I mean, your map shows the way to the Amyrran Zone.
This is what we discussed.
Yes, we have a map.
We were intending to go to Desolation, or whatever it's called.
Derelictus?
Derelictus. Which I forget every time, and I don't know why. To try and map the route to the Amyrran Zone from there, and indeed did so ages ago. So we have the route to the Amyrran Zone, but we don't have any actual route to Avalon except for Soshar's apparent vision. Correct?
No, I don't. Soshar doesn't have a vision to Avalon. We've just been told about Avalon. Well, I've got the vision of the Amyrran Zone.
Damon the priest was going to Avalon, and he charged Kael with completing his pilgrimage, because he had visions of Avalon being the resting place of the goddess.
So either we do the main story or we do the Kael companion quest.
Well, it sounds like you're all it's still in the same direction, because Excalibur Carter told you it's in the Amyrran Zone.
Companion quest.
But how do you know if you're in the Amyrran Zone or not?
Ooh.
The Amyrran Zone was inside us all along. It was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. Well, the only thing we actually properly know about the Amyrran Zone is that it's apparently a portal to the deeper level of the heart, right? Or it is the deeper level of the heart, or in some way you go there and then you get deeper into the heart.
Yes.
So we might reasonably expect that as we get closer to the Amyrran Zone or get into the Amyrran Zone, the heart effects might become stronger and weirder and less predictable. I'd say a statue of future Kael with 6 wings on its back. Getting pretty weird.
We were asked to go and close a wound that, as my belief, is very much in the Amyrran Zone, which is kind of where the heart energy is coming through from. Is my understanding. There's some kind of leak or wound or opening that we were asked to close.
Yes.
That's our way. That's our way to the heart from the Amyrran Zone, not our way to the Amyrran Zone from everywhere else.
Is that what the bee people wanted?
Yes. Well, no, in particular.
That's what the council wanted.
Yes.
The people didn't want for much. But the wound is inside the Amyrran Zone leading to the heart, not that's our way to get into the Amyrran Zone.
Yes.
The wound has created the Amyrran Zone.
Oh. So it's in the Amyrran Zone, or
it's inside the Amyrran Zone, like insofar as a leak, a hole in a boat is inside the puddle that it creates, right?
Good lord. It don't make any sense, and yet also made
that was
sense.
really complicated.
No,
weirdly, that's really that makes perfect sense to me.
Yes, I know, that's what I mean. It made no sense and all sense.
Maybe the plug hole in the sink, maybe.
Well,
you're looking for the plug hole, but when do you know you're in the sink?
Getting philosophical tonight.
Right. I try to scratch off some of this material from the statue.
You can try.
Go from the nose.
It just feels like it's probably
Which one?
of magical value.
Will you go for the comedy or tragedy face?
I'm going to go for the tragedy face because that's probably the one you'd like to be less attached to.
Give him a Voldemort nose.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So I guess I'm going to go for a mend with this. I don't know, or
You can use the kill skill.
kill.
Smash it.
It's the same anyway. It'll be two dices, unless we are currently in an occult or technology space.
No, it is cursed.
Oh dear. Oh, good. Oh, that's
Statue
really
fights
good.
back.
Should note that there are very sharp appendages on the. Boo.
On the
Goshan,
moderately
take,
sharp edges.
Take one echo stress.
It puts me up to 5 echo stress.
Well, that's cool. But no fallout. Boo, we all say.
Yeah. Boo.
Last thing I want to know before we leave this place is, Kael, you haven't said how you feel about this.
I'm prevailingly confused. I think he sort of alluded to it when he said he didn't know if this was a sign that he didn't know which path leads to this apparent damnation, or as he might see it, because it certainly probably looks a lot like damnation. So I think more than anything, he is probably afraid of what's to come.
This doesn't look like a good death to you?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think he is probably now just very anxious that he's still at a precipice of two kind of paths of faith, and he just has no idea which one leads to this, and that makes the whole thing like it brings damnation into a very tangible form, or it brings something like, whether it's damnation or not, it brings the end of his path as a penitent into something really kind of horrifically like that he can perceive rather than being conceptual. So yeah, I think shaken. I don't think he sees it as glorious. Be not afraid.
Fear is the mind killer.
So this is not like the final form of devotion to the moon goddess.
It without sort of somewhat spoiling it with book-based knowledge. This is a path that one can reach through heretics and penitents, kind of Zenith stuff. But I think to Kael's interpretation, it doesn't look like a righteous end.
That's what happens if he doesn't go to the Amyrran Zone.
Or it's what happens if he does.
No.
You see what I'm trying to get at with Kael here.
No. What happens if you don't?
Like it's very possible that this is, and again, I think this is the sort of stuff he's thinking, right? That he's, that this could be the reward for service. Also, and if it is, it's quite scary too.
Yeah, and there was also something about Excalibur Carter, about the way that he was talking about how he couldn't travel with others, and that he'd tried many times to get to the heart. And so there's something of like a feeling of maybe you get to a certain point and you can't leave.
This would be probably the ultimate way to stay in the heart, to end your journey forever in the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Kael's feeling like, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, stop scratching my nose.
Cool. Whether this is the right path or the wrong path, or what this signifies, the flame must still burn, and to its natural path, we must take it. Whether that is burning out, or being left here in the dark as this facsimile of my future or past self has become.
Also, not the first. You're not your first encounter with timey-wimey stuff. You'll remember very early on when this all started, the elf with the gun who wanted to kill Goshan for stuff that he would do or has done. Maybe
So
safe to say that the Delvin machine maybe fucks with time a little bit.
I'm looking forward to meeting Sarah Connor.
Kael, Emberlost. Come with me if you want to live.
Then, brothers, we must be.
Praise
we must-
the
Yes.
and your moon face.
And your
Brothers,
moon head.
we will have to go forwards.
That was what the
Despite
Vermissian
this.
Knight should have been.
Yeah.
Give me the documents.
Yeah, that's what happens when he goes onto the surface of the heart, the innermost heart. Cool. Right. Well, pontification time is over. You must continue on, and you enter. You must delve to go forth from this place, and yes.
Sorry, I was just as soon as you were like, we should move on, I was like, maybe now would be a good time actually for Kael to actually pray on this and do some ministrations, since we are in a place of possible worship. Unknown. So I think...
Oh, yeah, well, I hope we're not, because I'm terrified of those.
So before we head out for our next delve, I think really more than anything to bolster his own resolve to go forward, he offers his ministrations in a service to the goddess, which obviously all brothers are welcome.
I prefer his prayers
Well,
and his ministrations. His are a lot more peaceful.
So no one joining the ministrations?
if we're going to stop for a religious picnic, at least, perhaps it's worth trying to make a safer place. I will attempt to find a sanctuary in the stone chorus. Because Goshan would quite like to get rid of some of his echo stress. But for narrative value, it makes sense if we're in a dangerous place to see if we can pop into the sanctum for a bit.
What do you mean dangerous place? We're in just a nice open field with a nice friendly statue.
But to pass one of these rolls first, which I do.
Getting some sketchy rolls out the way early there, Goshan.
Yeah.
3 1s, a 2 and a 7 so far. It's looking good.
Little bit more echo stress for you there. 3 up to 8, is it?
Well, oh, good.
Yay.
Yeah. I'd love an echo fallout. Perfect.
Just
There's
a minor.
nothing,
Just
there's
a
nothing
minor
quite
for you.
like getting a fallout while trying to remove your fallout.
That's the most heart thing that's happened.
In
in a while.
fairness, you got rid of it.
Yeah.
That is true. Your stress has been cleared. Well done. Well done.
Achieved it
Yeah,
successfully.
perfect. Now we get to
So
yeah, stone
while I pick one, who's joining Goshan in the chamber?
To remind you what it actually does and what the point of it is, when you meditate in the chamber, you may remove D6 stress from Echo, and your allies may use the same temple in the same way.
I have no echo stress.
And upgrade it so that it lets you remove supply stress or fortune stress instead, some other things as well.
Have you upgraded it?
No.
Never mind then. I was all suddenly more interested. I was like, do you have some fortune stress that could do with going away, but never mind.
I think for narrative and emotional and spiritual reasons, Kael will be staying, doing his ministrations by himself.
Soshar won't be taking part in the ministrations, but we'll be keeping an eye on Kael. Making sure that there isn't some uber divine bullshit about to go down. He weirdly doesn't trust gods right now.
Well, Kael, you take 5 echo stress.
So what for?
Pray.
Why, the reason?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I mean,
So
not
it
necessarily,
says
but I'm curious.
It says the character who created, or may have created, or will create this landmark has troubled dreams if they rest here.
No.
To the tune of D6 echo stress.
Oh, fair enough. So I mean, I feel like this is kind of perfect, really. Like he attempts to pray, and he is haunted by incomprehensible visions of what was or will be.
Exactly.
And
That's a follow-up.
okay.
And if only you'd come into the stone, the crack in the stone.
I
you could have just got
feel
rid of that stress instead of
we
gaining it.
have. Well, I didn't have any, but we've talked previously.
We don't have any now either, so that's great.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, just we've both played a blinder there.
Yep. Yeah. Just a wash. So which echo fallouts do we get? Is the question.
So I'm going to start with Milo. You already have Hexeye. You already got one.
I do. It's getting pretty weird over here.
It is. I'm going to give you the Ravening Call.
Okay.
It has no effect, but it stays on your character and occasionally manifests as a broken staccato howl in the back of your mind. And then I can upgrade it with another one if you get another fallout, echo fallout.
That's fun. I think Kael is starting to feel pretty haunted by the heart.
A little sleeper hit. And then Goshan, I'm going to give you Siren Song again. Because I like the idea that you... This is the one where you cannot shake the thought of a particular place or person from your mind. If you do anything other than move towards it or remove obstacles in your path, the action becomes risky. So it's that feeling you got in the perfidious cathedral where you felt you had to go that pulled you to Tolumbrud.
Do I get to decide what the thing is?
No?
It's a nice
I mean, this is
That was, I suppose if you don't ask, you don't get. But
Yeah. It's the pop idol section of the Madame Tussauds with Simon Cowell in it. Unfortunately.
So I have to move towards a thing, and doing so becomes risky.
Doing anything else becomes risky.
Doing anything else becomes risky. Okay. Do I know the thing now, or will it become clear to me?
I think you have a sense of this direction that you're going, and you see in your mind, you have in your mind this, you hear sounds and see colours, and it brings into your mind the letter M. You are drawn to this place.
Mavalon.
Amyrran Zone.
Okay.
Mamma the Bolognese.
Goshan emerges from the Sanctum of the Stone Chorus and is just sort of, right, we must go. I have a sense of of our direction now. Come.
Oh, the horrors await us.
Just starts marching off in the direction of the M.
doesn't the map already tell us where we're going?
Map.
M for map. We've solved it.
I love. Mike, you can't listen to the recording, but you can sit here and listen to this as a live performance for like an hour.
Just wait for everyone to talk about religious bollocks, and that'll be fine.
You can talk as a character as well.
It's deeply uninteresting to Ambrosia, so it's a tricky one.
Does Ambrosia not find this scene even remotely interesting? That there is a manifestation of Kael out of time in demonic or divine form in front of you?
Is it dipped in honey?
Are you an actual bee?
Is it 6 wings, bees? How many wings do bees have? No. Give a shit.
Just
How
along for the ride.
convenient. As a player, as a character. Usually when you play RPGs, you make characters who care about things that happen in the game.
Yeah.
You know. All right. So
I'm glad we
you
rested.
start this.
Off we go.
A very restful rest. And you start this delve, and as you move past this ruin, you do emerge back into a sort of a gallery space, as if whatever this other Kael did just blew apart this previous landmark and created a new one. And you continue back into a gallery, and you go through kind of like a back area, like you feel like you're behind the exhibits. And you're in these kind of dark, dusty corridors where these old exhibits are, and sculptures with white sort of drapes over them. And someone roll me a delve test. And this is actually, it's really funny because it's the first time I've asked you to roll a delve since you had the map of the heart, which is actually a very good delving tool. So you actually get a delve D8 with the map.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Given that Goshan's marched off in the direction of the thing he wants to go to, that he doesn't know what it is yet, it might be narratively appropriate for him to roll. He's probably not the best delver in the group, but not the worst either.
I think he is. You've got you got my delve tools on, bro.
But it's not a friendly domain for him. But he will be rolling 2.
Hold, please. There's a new domain. Warren Occult.
Aha! So we are in a cult zone now.
Huzzah!
So, perhaps Goshan sniffs a little bit of some magic that feels akin to his Lady of Mirrors, and is revitalized by this. That's a bit better than previous rolls.
Very nice. That is a success.
All right. D8 then. Hey,
Whoa, big numbers.
it's the big
Ooh-wee.
number.
Very nice. You got your goggles on. What do we call it? You're looking through it. Next picture.
Oh, yeah. I've forgotten. I mean, the real world thing was called a Viewmaster, I think.
Yeah.
A kinescope.
Oh, yes, a kinetoscope.
Notes for the win.
Oh, hang on. It does a D10.
Oh,
So, what should we do? Add 2 to it? I guess.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
I mean, I think a mathematician would probably say that's probably too beneficial to us, but I'm happy with it.
Yes, 8.5. It does have the... So it has the wild and reload tags. Wild means it inflicts D6 echo stress on the user if they inflict stress with the map and roll the maximum amount. Okay, so it's like dangerous.
Yeah.
And reload means that Delvin needs to pause and take readings using an etheric barometer every so often to work out on their current position. Using a... So you need to do a roll to use it again, basically. But let me tell you what happens as you delve. Get to my notes. Who has cursed domain?
I do.
They have a little cursed as well, I think.
Unless this is bad for me, in which case I don't know my sheet very well.
And everyone's just cleared their echo stress, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, but who? So who has a operational echo fallout?
Hello.
Is that Kael, Goshan? Soshar, you got an echo fallout at the minute?
No, I'm good. I've just got what was my arm? Blood or fortune or?
It was blood. Fortune. How misfortunate. Misfortuitous. I lost my arm. All right. So you're going through these old galleries, and you start to hear noises as if through the walls, through the paintings, and the walls start to drip and melt like wet paint, and like blending into the artworks. You see drapes over what should be sculptures, and you see them kind of moving under the drapes, and you see hand shapes going out like they're sort of trapped underwater. And as you get close to the walls, you can hear these voices through the walls, and you can swear that you hear each other. Stolen conversations, muttered phrases, which sound like Kael, Soshar, Goshan. And because you
Further?
because you because you either have the curse domain or you have echo fallout.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like normal heart energy. So maybe even Goshan, you smell it. This doesn't smell right. This heart energies. It feels like something's wrong with the heart. Like it's behaving strangely. Like it's sick. There's a faint smell of the rot.
And Ambrosia hears nothing.
Do you have echo?
I have no echo stress
burst
or
domain.
no.
So you hear and see all the things that I've said, but you don't feel that wrongness that the others do.
No. Proceeds unperturbed.
Yes. I don't know what you're all crying about.
Why are you all freaking out? Weirdos.
Are you saying like actual conversations we would recognize, or just the voices that sound familiar?
They're like on the edge of your hearing, like you can't quite understand what they're saying, but maybe it like brings back a memory of a sentence that Kael said to you. You recognize the cadence, but you can't recognize the words.
Yeah.
You may continue.
Unsettling.
Yeah, very unsettling.
Situations in this game where it's quite sort of feel like you have to be a very, very good improver to effectively roleplay like on the hop all of the cool weird shit that happens constantly in Heart. Like I don't know, there's no thing popping to my head that Goshan should say or do with this. Other than, you know, he wants to go towards this place, so he probably start.
Yeah.
But that's not fun.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this like the delves are like the montages, aren't they? Like this happens over the course of a few hours, probably. And I guess it really comes down to your relationship to the heart. I guess like some of you are enamored with the heart and want to get closer to it. Has the fur arrived?
Not more fur.
Fucking hope so.
Not more bloody fur.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
We saw the fur place in Bristol, Mikey, on the weekend. IRL.
I'm returned. Sorry.
Lovely. But in either case, Goshan, if you want to reload the, so to speak, the map, then you must do a test.
Let's do another delve to see if we can kinetoscope the map correctly again.
So you must do a discern plus cursed or technology roll.
Okay. Well,
To take some readings with your etheric barometer.
Do you like that I've got an etheric barometer? Okay, yeah. So, Goshan, with difficulty ignoring the voices in the walls, kind of stops, goes to one knee, pulls out the map, and starts going whoop, whoop, and kind of mumbling and grumbling to himself. But after not very long, 30 seconds or so, pops back up, looking very confident with himself, and goes, "I've got it! I have it again, I have the signal. Follow me!"
I think that's because it's a crit. I think you're doing that. You're concentrating on that, and maybe the others are kind of going and sort of fanning out a little bit as they wait. And I think maybe Soshar, you, with your sort of keen hound eyes for danger, you seem to spot one of these kind of writhing sculptures. You start to see that it's almost extending out and coming outwards towards you all. And then Goshan's like, right, let's go. And you're like, yep, get the fuck out of here. Says you may have avoided some sort of danger there with that crit. Well done.
Oi!
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
I like the way you
Stunning
handled
breeding.
that. Though. I like that I didn't do that. It was quite cinematic and a bit funny, you know. Like he's popped up and gone right, off we go, and like the hands of this statue just kind of clasp where Kyle's head was like 1 second ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
Yes, the walls might have been closing in. All right, so time for another delve.
I gotcha.
Delve boy.
But this will no longer be technology, correct? It will just be cursed delve.
So this is a cult again.
Oh, it's a cult. Okay, so we're still in a cult zone.
Yeah, because that's the domain. The technology was because of the heart. The map.
Maybe. But cursed came in as well with that roll, didn't it? Or no?
It was cursed or tech.
I'm sorry for wasting your time. Brilliant.
No, it's all right. It's layers upon layers.
Wow. Tramp. Oh, baby!
You went from rolling ones to rolling all
I'll have
tens.
these dice at the weekend.
Oh shit.
They wouldn't have mattered that I made loads
Wow.
of shit.
Yeah, but Typhus would have done D6 mortal wounds,
Yeah.
which is always fun.
7.
6, 7. I know that reference.
Appealing
Sadly.
to the younger audience.
I know that because a millennial content creator explained it to me.
Yeah. Somebody made the generation gap to translate.
Yep. All right, roll me a D10 to delve.
Sure will. This is where we get a 1.
I'm disappointed in you.
Not a 1.
After
What
all
did you
that
get before?
success.
7. All right. You continue traveling through the abandoned gallery, and now the sculptures and parts of the walls start to become a bit more familiar to you. They seem to take on a more train motif. Some of the sculptures become lamps that you recognize from inside the Vermissian network. One of them is a urinal from one of the public toilets, one of the stations. And yes, it even says there is a signal box as an artifact.
It's a callback.
These signal boxes.
How big's the signal box? Need more detail there.
This guy, the guy who wrote this, definitely thinks a signal box is like a traffic light, the traffic light thing.
Yes.
Then he's wrong.
Which, yeah, turns out he's might be wrong there.
Where do I send my feedback email?
As you keep walking down, you see that along the walls there are like sort of roots and ivy of a plant, but it's silver, platinum, shining plant-like matter along the walls of the tunnel. And you see in these artworks, you see various people, like their portraits, and some of them, most of them you don't recognize, but some of them you do. You recognize the elf with the gun from the beginning of the adventure. You see Cashin, your old Hound friend. You see the man in Tooth Alley who told you about the Eastern Express. And you see yourselves in a line. The four of you, well, three portraits. You see Goshan, Soshar, Kael, and the fourth is a portrait that looks like it has been burst out.
Fine, burst out.
As in, something literally burst through the artwork from behind.
Wait, so is there an intact portrait of Kael, or is he the one missing?
So there's the three of you, and then Ambrosia is missing. But on the fourth one, and through the sort of the tattered, sort of the torn paper of the artwork, behind it you can see like a hole in the wall
Like a
into the darkness.
like an escape tunnel. Like a Shawshank kind of gig. How big are these portraits? Doing like full on.
Not very big, like Mona Lisa size.
Yeah, which is tiny.
Disappointingly small, yeah.
Disappointingly small. Is it?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say, but it's obviously we had that thing with all the faces of the Aelfir all scratched out down the tunnel, but then obviously Goshan's portrait isn't destroyed. So it's not a racial thing. Curious. If only I could send my bees down these small tunnels. Wait a minute. Did I get that ability? Hold up.
No, because you haven't done a beat in about 5 years.
I did a beat 2 sessions ago. Thank you very much.
A beat.
A beat.
Beat.
I've got there's an ability to like go through small spaces. It takes sometimes it's like 6 hours or something. It's ridiculous. It's like you can fit through a door and it'll take you 6 hours to do it. I'm like, oh, thank you.
One bee at a time.
Well, that's what it basically is.
You can control your bees, but you can only control them one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time. That's pretty much it. I wish I had that now, though, because it seems like something that's too small for us to possibly descend down.
Well, I think as you all see these portraits, take D4 echo stress.
Ooh.
I say that like I don't need to roll it. Take this stress. Take 3 stress.
Just everyone just flat.
Like you can have D6 for being the missing face.
Oh shit!
Oh, well, you reacted better to you being the single out one.
So I'm not included. It's fine. No dramas.
I hate the idea of photographs of myself.
It pleases me that my face is blown out, as we say.
Yeah. For the others, it's like your passport photo. You're like, doesn't look anything like me.
It just echo 1 stress. Lovely.
All right. Another. Well, someone else can do a delve check, or you can attempt to charge up the map again.
Way delve take us?
I think Goshan. Wait, so the tunnel behind the painting, is that where my obsession is leading me, or not?
It's called Tunnel.
Or is it? Do I not quite know?
Ambrosia. That's a good question, actually. I think it does.
The tunnel's tiny.
You can. Well, it's all dry wall and stuff. You can knock it down and get behind.
All right. We'll do that then.
Are
Come on,
you
Shawshank.
taking the lead, Ambrosia?
Are there any wild animals around?
What?
No.
I took the intrusion ability with my last beat, which allows me to control a wild animal.
Yes.
That's such
So-
a fucking Mikey question.
You know, Mikey doesn't ask questions unless it relates to an ability on his sheet
Yeah,
through which he can
course.
interface
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah,
Roughly how many fresh fruits would you say there are in a 30-foot radius from my character?
I need 6 to activate my fruit attack.
My papaya bonus is still charging.
Which all creatures of the zone
I'm just thinking I could have
must
set a
jump
little,
into a corner.
could have set a little fucked up heart dog down the hole, but it's just checking there wasn't someone walking by, you know.
No, there's no dog meats.
And dog meats. Oh, I heard something. Yeah, I don't have much in the way of whacking abilities, but there certainly is a curiosity around the missing portrait. So
Well, you'll need to recharge the map anyway if you're going to
Oh.
use that to go forward anyway.
All right.
All right.
We'll get the old kinetoscope out again. Watch some TikToks on it. Oof.
Oh dear.
Get distracted by the TikToks.
Yeah.
Rut round.
You're in
We
the
owed
doom
one.
loop.
Oh, now
You're in the
I've
doom
got-
loop. Take one
I've
echo
lost the
stress.
TikTok shop, and now I've bought like 5 gun boxes and packs of acrylic markers.
Oh no, it's even worse. You've done the brows and you've got 300 points and more Death Guard units on the way.
Shut up! How did you get my internet history?
All right. So you cannot reload your map in time. So it might be falling back to the good old-fashioned Ambrosia tool.
Yeah, you've still got all that. I can have it back now. I did heal my fallout, so I could use it back, or if Goshan wants to keep it. Hey,
Does
It's all
the
good.
junk mage want to give up the magical tool?
maybe.
What was that? That was D6, was it?
Yeah, it was a D6 if you. It was on success. Not quite a D10, but it's it's good.
Yes. Very good for a starting gear.
Yeah.
Go on then, Goshan.
Give it a go, Shan. He did it. He bloody did it.
Get it.
Nice one. Get it good. Right. D6, delve. If you please.
Bush. Yeah.
What?
All right. What are you on now? 7, 4, and 4.
40 milligrams of citalopram.
15, isn't it?
Sounds a bit like a 15 to me.
Yep. That's maths.
All right. So you crack open a hole out of Ambrosia's face,
Or lack of face.
and you crawl in, and Kael lights the way in this dark tunnel,
Always.
and you start to see the light is reflecting more and more off of that silverish ivy, until it almost seems to fully cover, sort of surround you in this tunnel, and it turns into roots. You see roots emerging, and you eventually enter into a Vermissian train station, and it is full of this
Wild animals.
Don't tempt me.
It's the movie Hopper, Pixar. Out now in cinemas near you. And and it is almost like there is trees of this mercurial silver plant life. It looks like technology mixed with plant life. Let me see if I can share a picture.
Quite a clear picture in my head. But I bet you it's completely different to what this picture is. Yes.
Well, I gave a little bit of a spoiler on the YouTube channel last week.
Oh yeah, that's what that was. Ah.
Horrid.
So that's what happened.
That's what happened.
And it reminds me of something from the Dark Heresy Alpha.
Oh.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Stop showing off. You don't get to play. Anyone can do a discern and technology check if they wish to analyze.
I mean, it's not even a power gamer thing because there's my good skills. Goshan would absolutely go straight for that thing.
Of course, yeah.
He'd give it a good sniff. He'd see if he could find out, if it's interactable with either magically or technologically. He'd be all over it. So yes, this many dice. Well, that was lucky.
Good lad.
I love it when the winning dies on the end.
Yeah, we had 2 practice goes.
All right, so you this is like nothing you've ever smelt before. It's like there are so many different competing smells here. You smell the heart energies, of course, but you also smell human technology. What the smell of the black Kazern was suffused with this kind of old human technology. You also smell something, what's called the Prokatakos.
Goes well with hummus.
Yeah. Which is described as incomprehensible hyperscience. That you find kind of relics of throughout the heart, very rare. Very rare. Like a dog who speaks Norwegian.
There's a dog?
Yes, but it only speaks
But it's
Norwegian.
domesticated. So you can't use it.
Oh, it's not wild. Fuck. That can't matter. I'll find a loophole.
Just put it outside the house.
Yeah, take its
Wild.
collar off. Yeah,
Yep.
wild. See, wild. Bees.
Wild dog.
So on my success, do I find any way to kind of interact with this technology?
So you do seem to think that it leads towards a central tree building signal box. But you can see that the tendrils connect down into the rails, up the walls, into the light boxes, not a signal box, a light box, and the sort of train information boards are all connected with the silver tendrils, and the sort of the clacking of the train arriving in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, nice.
And are they
It's
all
nice when they
operational?
clap.
Then? All of those things.
Yeah, they seem to be operating.
Ooh.
Yes. It reminds me of when, at the end of Matrix Revolutions, when he goes to the machine world and they plug him in, and it's sort of like he was raised up with all the machine tendrils.
It's a terrible movie, but I do like that bit. Shit. Okay. Well, I mean, I think we'll have a moment for other characters to do stuff, but I think Goshan is going to want to go towards that central signal box tree.
Yep. And you do see an opening in it.
Interesting. And is this what I'm drawn to? As
Exactly, the tree.
The pull is in. Yeah, I think at this stage, if we're this close to the source of the obsession, Goshan isn't really communicating anymore. So if anyone is coming with him, then they'd better do so, because he's now just sort of almost trance-like, kind of walking towards this signal box. Central stump. And will attempt to enter.
Like the last trains that we encountered, Soshar's not going to enter it. He will wait outside to find out whether it's trapped or not.
It's a tree, not a train.
If there's a tree, there should be some wild animals around this tree. A bird, a little metal, little half-organic squirrel.
No.
Wicked.
Cyborg ermine.
No, you do not see any animals.
Any animals?
Zero animals.
Looking forward to all the
I just had
periodic animal checks.
All the smell checks, all the animal checks, and I will say no to all of them.
How fun.
It is for us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sometimes it's just about balance. You know.
Balance would be having some wild animals.
Balance would be having their animal zone right here.
It's a bloody tree!
Is it?
It's a tree.
Is it a tree?
That's how it was described.
GCSE biology, but trees, not animals.
No, but they are homes to animals.
Not that one. I
Every
mean, look at it.
tree.
What
Could you
animals
put
are
a-
living in there?
The whole place is fucked up, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, the animals down here, they're too precious for this little fucked up tree because they're all just regular Disney squirrels and rabbits. They're not also fucked up things as well, I'm sure. Jesus.
Man, like
Bumpers just going, no, I'm out.
for Milo and Olly, who've known me longer than you guys, it's probably quite surprising to have found someone who's easier to wind up than I am. It's a rare thing, it really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Set a new
I
standard.
enter the signal
Yeah.
box, stepping
Yes.
carefully past the cyber squirrels.
Oh yes, there's
Weasel.
yeah. There's a little
Squirrels.
cyber squirrel.
At some point, Ollie's going to introduce some animals, but they'll all be tame and not wild, which is the crucial difference.
I'll find a way, like I say.
Farm. We'll go to a farm that's literally fucking
Yeah.
hundreds of animals, and none of them are wild.
Most domesticated creatures you've ever seen.
Those stupid pigs.
Oh, make
What is that actual ability, Mikey? Tell me if you really want to. use what for.
I spent a fucking ability to get it, so yeah, I want to use it, obviously.
Yeah, but why do you want to use it?
I don't think
Tell
that's
me,
what
so I
I
can work
asked.
with you.
So we've acknowledged there's a slight problem with the bee character and that it can't direct its bees to do anything. But I can
It's just-
Which is very
use. I can send my swarm to occupy and control the body of a wild animal that I can see, and direct the animal to perform basic tasks. And at the end of the situation, the animal dies. It's brilliant. It's horrific, but it's useful for sending animals into small spaces and things.
You want to do that now?
No, I don't want to do that now. It's fine.
Don't listen to him,
But, you know.
Kiki.
But
stay
theoretically,
away
if there
from
is some space we're unsure of entering, and there was some kind of creature that I could possess, send down it to
Conveniently
check it.
placed wild animal.
Buy a tree. But no, it's all good. I'm just, I'm alerting you to the ability. So, just give a little squirrel sometime,
I think with these kind of games, I don't need to put a squirrel in every scene. But if you
No,
want
I
to
need
ask me
a
if they're-
character sheet for each squirrel, please.
If you tell me you have this cool idea, can there be a wild animal here?
Great,
I will probably say yes,
lovely. I look forward to it.
but I won't accept tantrums. And you go on the naughty step.
Well,
Naughty no animals.
then I'll take that over with bees as well. I'll send a naughty step down the dark hole.
All right. So Goshan is going towards this tree. And yeah. Getting a bit of a funny noise actually on the line. I think Hodge,
Yes,
might
I heard a bit of
you're
it.
picking up a little bit of we turn down your sensitivity.
Here you go.
Great. Nice. Cool. Yeah, so Goshan, you're going towards this tree, and you see there's an opening. And as you peer inside, you see a human skeleton entwined with endless silver veins. And it's muttering to itself endlessly, saying things like Sump 134 rising, grip 92 steady, hang current 40 steady.
Oh,
As
like
if
those weird
it
notes.
as if it is somehow controlling this station.
If we recognize it as controlling the station, maybe we just don't fuck with it. But also, I could stare it down.
I don't necessarily see this as a likely combat encounter.
We didn't with the chain god either, but
I saw it as a likely, not a quick one, not a slow one. You're right. You are right to reference those notes, though, if you want to bring those back up.
Yeah. So there is handout 5 is the thing, which was shared a few weeks back that I remember reading and going, huh. Now I'm insane. I'm glad I read this. But to summarize, it would appear to have been some sort of exploratory expedition as part of the building of the Mission line, or some part of the Mission line, of a team of people taking measurements of stuff that they called things like sump and grip and pulse and things like that, which I think are terms to do with measuring time and dimensions in the heart from memory. But from the beginning of the diary to the end, members of the group appear to go mad, get killed, and it all kind of goes to shit. And then by the end, the person keeping the notes has gone mad and starts talking about, I've reached the ghost station, but it has changed. Silver tendrils coat every surface like quicksilver ivy. They respond to my presence, body heat, magic. But the only way is through. Observations for posterity's sake. Sump 52, grip approx 40, best estimate, pulse 20 and falling. If I do not survive, then I hope at least that these observations can be added to the map. Later, more silver machinery. The structure is certainly suggestive of the blah 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 blah. So it would seem possible that
I like that you've skipped over the very last line of that. You glossed over the one that's that feels probably quite relevant to this very moment.
It's how is she here? I fused with the. Yeah, it's better, isn't it?
I feel like that might be M.
Yeah. Okay.
I do like that you read
M
all
was a
of that
member
out
of the
apart
party
from.
who disappeared earlier in the expedition, I believe. M is mentioned and is like they talked to M and stuff, and then she attempted to modify the barometer because she claimed she could detect silver current. And the writer took the barometer off her, and then M left like 10 or like maybe 2 weeks before the end of the diary. So yeah, I agree with Hodge that either M got to the station first, took control of it and was killed and turned into a silver-veined skeleton, or this person, the person who wrote the diary, did that or replaced her or something. We don't have any evidence quite yet. But Goshan will try and talk to the skeleton. Because it's talking, so maybe it can talk to me. So yeah, he would remember from those notes about the silver veins and so on. Be like, hello? Can you hear me?
I think she continues as before.
I said, can you hear me?
As before. But I love if that was gone.
Sorry, y'all. No, you finish.
No, I was going to make a stupid joke. You go.
Am I still compelled to travel towards this place, or have I reached that?
You've
Am I still
reached.
feeling some emotional compulsion to do something here?
This is no. You've reached the Siren Song location. Where the heart wanted you to go.
I think I'm going to roll a dice to see
Doing it live.
whether Goshan can resist just reaching out and touching the hand of this skeleton on the controls. And I'm going to say that it needs a 14 up on this D20.
Okay.
It is a 16. It is a 16. So he kind of reaches out, frustrated that this skeleton isn't talking to him. He's sort of standing behind the skeleton and reaches out, about to touch the shoulder, and then, like, just sort of shakes his head a bit and thinks better of it. And instead just sort of like bends a little closer over the controls to see if he can see anything that we might be able to fiddle with, or anything that we could understand what she's doing. Like, is she moving? Is the skeleton moving? We don't know who it is, or its gender. Or is it just speaking?
I think M is referred to as a she in the notes, but yeah, it looks like whatever control she has is coming through these like endless veins that are connecting her to everything. But in front of her, it looks like there are screens and control consoles, but they've since evolved and grown around her.
Okay. Well, I'm not very optimistic about this, but I will attempt an occult technology discern. See if I can make any sense of any of those displays that are still visible, or any of the controls.
Mr. Critty Hitty.
It actually should have been four. No. It's never 4 dice. I'm talking shit. Anyway, that's.
It can be, but you'd need mastery. Master. Yeah, so you definitely recognise these as, albeit very warped, like train station control unit. You know, it's got maps to track the trains and problems on the line, communication to the stations and other lines. Yeah, and she seems to be controlling that all. And then there are probably, even with a 10, there are probably other things that you don't even recognize, like things that are measuring things that you don't even know what it's measuring, that are going up and down and they're kind of holding stable. And because you got a crit, I think I'll give you the tip. That maybe Goshan, she didn't respond to you at first, but if this is M of the handout fame, maybe they would respond to talking about, the Gwenadassi, Eastern Express, all that stuff. Remember the ghost. Remember the ghosts who. Yeah, and remember the ghosts who wanted revenge. What happened to them? As well. On the Eastern Express.
Did they want revenge against?
Whoever poisoned them.
Yeah, whoever put the chemical weapon on the train. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess Goshan would say something therefore along the lines of, if you can hear me, we need to know what happened to the Eastern Express. Who poisoned those people?
She stops giving the endless readouts then. An almost imperceptible twitch of the jaw of the skeleton. And the voice says, Aramos, brightness sears the eye.
Not possible. That's not it. Why would brightness sears the eye do this?
She repeats the name.
I said, why would he do this?
And she says, loose ends.
Loose ends of what? What are you talking about, woman?
She says, Mimissian project, delving machine, mistakes, complete chaos, terror, disruption of the heart, Amyrran Zone, Amorous, the architect of all.
Amorous? Who is Amorous? Tell us about this Amorous.
Sorry, what's his name? Brightness is the eye. Aramos.
Aramos. Well,
He's his brother.
I was getting really into the scene then. Architect of all. Where is he now? Where is Aramos now?
You would know he's probably like in the spire somewhere.
He's gone back to the city. Okay.
With the other Aelfir.
Why? All right. Why are you here? Why are you the way you are? Who are you?
You see the jawline twitching further, and she's saying, "Who am I? Who am I? No, who am I? Morveran, Drake, Gwyn, Ardassi, Cabal, High Sorceress."
I think Goshan's a little bit kind of overawed at this point. Trying to get his head around brightness is the eye being the person that bombed the train? Or like so and what was brightness to you? How do you know this of him?
You'll recall that he funded the Gwynardesi
Yeah.
to create the delving machine.
Yeah, but I guess I'm wanting to know how she would describe their relationship. Like, how did she end up here if she was a high sorceress of the Cabal?
Well, I think from the note, doesn't it say that she's exploring? But I think she would say as well. She would say when the Amyrran Zone was created, I thought I could stop the spread of the chaos here in White Station. To that extent, I have succeeded, continue to succeed, stopping the spread.
And what happens when you fail? If you fail?
She says, unknown possibilities, chaos magic, unpredictable. Most likely result, massive disruption, destruction of Spire. We don't hate that, guys. We don't hate that.
Say, hold on a minute here.
Ah.
I think
That's a
Goshan
real
takes a
6-7.
beat at that. Takes a beat and kind of looks away for a moment. And then looks back at her and says, can you tell me how long you have been here?
Another pause. How long? How long? Unknown. 2 days. 7 days. 7 years. 50 years. 172 years. And then you can start to see like this light from these veins starting to get like you can feel the heat coming off them as if it's starting to go into a bit of a overdrive.
Question, just the spire or the city beneath too? Which one?
She's just repeating those numbers of years and just jumping between like numbers between 0 and like 200. And Goshan, you can feel it starting to get very hot where you are.
Yeah, I think we'd start backing off at this point. I think we should get out of here now. Now!
What if it blows up? Does the spire go? Because kind of on board with this idea.
Que sera, sera. Soshar, but we need to go one way or the other.
If you want to ask one final question, it is a compel technology test.
That's me out.
More questions out, but if anyone else has one at the top of their heads, feel free to like push Goshan out the way and.
I mean, this I would say she's connected to the infrastructure of the heart. So, if you want to ask for anything, any information, maybe a good person to ask. Are there any wild animals nearby?
I mean, I still want to know if she blows up, does just the spire go, or everyone in between the heart and the spire too?
I mean, she said unknown. Like, it's completely unpredictable energy, isn't it?
Where in the heart? Where in the heart
Is the heart?
is Illyra Demak Bell?
Gotta roll me a compel technology first.
Actually,
What is
I
with
should've only
you?
rolled 2. I should have only rolled 2, but
It's another 10.
18
10,
weeks
10,
worth of
9,
crits
9.
you've got here.
Enjoy
That's crazy.
the major fallout from every crit you're getting in every other session we ever play.
I genuinely think Alex might have burnt his luck for the next campaign.
Yeah.
This is it.
So who did you ask for the location of? Another Demak well.
Illyra Demak Bell,
And who is that?
my mother,
Oh.
who I have become convinced is in the heart and had escaped the destruction of the family home.
Well, shall we say that we cut away and then we see Goshan running as like a EMP blast goes out from the tree and all the lights go off. And then sort of backup auxiliary lighting clicks on, chung, 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 leaving you in this red light. We'll find out what she answered next time.
Very nice.
Ow. Cinematique.
Oh,
I don't know if we just blew up the spire. Kind of hope we did.
Don't think the spire's blowing up.
That might.
One
Might.
can dream.
Yeah, I mean that is a legitimate end to this campaign, is that you can use the Delvin machine for your own devices, which is cool. If you get there.
Should have asked to work
That's
the Delvin
important.
machine.
Milo doesn't turn into a biblically accurate angel before that happens.
I hope Milo
Ish.
doesn't.
Sorry, Kael.
I'll be very curious to see if Kael does.
It would make for a good stream, wouldn't it?
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Get that on TikTok.
Yeah,
One of our players has
that
got
statue
two
was-
heads and
Oh dear.
Trousers.
We can not got enough time to do beats, so throw them over to me. I'm on holiday next week, so you got loads of time. But Goshan, I need 2 from you. I'm going to Norway.
Ollie, I
Finally.
studiously forgot to record you that thing. Because we had
But it's fine.
well, I can still do it for tomorrow if you want it.
I don't need it
just
tomorrow, I'll
for
need it
this
next time.
one. Next time, okay. I will try
Yeah.
to remember to do it in the additional intervening time. Memory is the only blocker here.
Did anyone score any beats? Sorry, I should ask.
I think so. Well, I would argue I did. I willfully misinterpreted a clue.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did, did you?
Sorry, there was definitely linked to the vision.
Yeah.
I did definitely try to willfully misinterpret that statue as being what would happen if he did follow through and go to the Amyrran Zone.
I think even Kael identified that you willfully misinterpreted that.
I think it was very convincing, but
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you can have that one.
Hey, we had no idea he was doing a beat, but he was doing a beat.
secret
That's
beat.
true, that's
I saw an
true.
opportunity to do
Lovely. It's perfect. I have a sort of not achieving a beat, and then I spent about a third of the session thinking about how there was a chance I could have achieved a beat, and I'm a bit annoyed about it. But not because it would have been the beat, because it would have been good for Kael's story. But I forgot about it, and then it was too late. So
It's
I'll
thrilling.
keep it. I'll keep it to myself, because actually I think I'll talk to Ollie about it as a future path. Otherwise I'll spoil it now. But,
Fair.
So no, not now.
And Ambrosia got her beat for asking about there being wild animals. Oh, no, that's not a beat.
Yeah, it is. It's what my beats are to delve too greedily and too deeply. I was very greedily delving for wild animals.
Yeah,
So I
that
feel
does
like,
happen.
you know,
That can happen, but you have to stop scrolling the internet and play the game we're playing.
it's hard to delve greedily when the tunnel. I was gonna go delve down, and then it tells us where we're supposed to go. So it's sometimes quite hard to
You did
delve
go that
greedily.
way.
Well, I know, but I thought it was like a side. I thought it was like a side thing. So I thought, oh great, I'll go delve down this. That was my delving greedily. But it's actually the place we were supposed to go. So I was like, oh okay.
Yeah,
I can't greedily go the way we're supposed to be going.
You poor thing.
I know it's tricky.
Yeah, it is. I swear they put that in for the memes. It's not a real beat.
Which what the delve too greedily into? Well,
Yeah.
I thought the only time.
mean?
Well, the only time I thought about it was back in the
You're
coin
like the
pit.
wolf.
The coin pit. If I just launched myself into
Yeah,
like the
I suppose.
void, which was just. And I don't know how to time. I don't think, but I thought back. That's the only time I could think of that as being like a place where you would maybe just go. That looks fucking great. I'm going down there. But then what happens? You've delved too deeply. You've just gone. So
It's a
we'll
funny
see.
one, isn't it? Because I think
Yeah.
it is in for the meme. Because actually, it's an odd one to try and actually enact.
Yeah. I guess
It's
greedily.
dumb.
It might be.
Greedily and too deeply.
Unless you literally take it as it's supposed to be, and you go and try and grab a shiny thing out of the wall in the delve, and then a monster comes out.
It's, something like that. But more
Could
difficult.
happen.
With
So I'm looking for.
Morgoth.
Get effort.
The heart.
Could happen.
And then finally, stars and wishes. I'll give my star to Alex the zombie, who was very much not a zombie,
Agreed.
Hey.
and smashed it.
I think he was underselling and over delivering.
I think I got more into the role playing than I thought I had energy for.
It's always the way.
Ollie and I were discussing this in our car journey down, or back, I can't remember, about how it can be such an energizing balm even when you feel like dog shit arriving at the session. So I'm glad that it was for you today.
Wishes more animals, more wild animals in particular, or tame?
Yeah.
That's why you're my favourite.